Hi, this is Debbie from Organic Oasis in California, Zone 9B. Today, I'm starting my seeds in the house for my eggplants and my peppers. Here in California, and the location where I'm at, April 6th is the date where we're about 50%. We have a 50% chance of getting a frost. Tim and I normally, or when we first started gardening, we would anxiously wait for the beginning of March, the beginning of spring, which is in March, and we would put our transplants out as soon as, spring came. And then we found that we would get these frosts and this cold weather in late March, and it really weakened our transplants. And then our plants didn't do as well, and they got sick and diseased. So we've learned that patience really is a virtue. And now I look at the date that we have a 50% chance that we are not going to get a frost, 50% chance that we might get a frost, but that's a pretty safe date. And that is for us in April. So right now we're 6 weeks before that date, and my peppers and eggplants take about 8 weeks to germinate and grow into healthy transplants where I can actually put them out in the garden. So today is a day where I'm getting those ready. What I recommend is for the process of planting your seeds and deciding what you want to plant outside is to get a pad of paper and really take notes and make a plan. The way that I do is I break this down into quadrants. I have summer plants that I can direct sow outside. That means I can just put the seed right into a pot outside and it will germinate and it will grow. So I have a column with my summer plants that I can direct sow when the ground temperature is 70 degrees. And then I have my summer plants that I need to start in the house and transplant out. And these are usually the plants that are difficult to germinate and they just take longer. And so if you want to get a head start, you better start them in your house so that you could put them out at the right time. The other columns I have is what I could direct sow now in my garden that is a cool plant, which means that it could grow now, but it will be done, its life cycle will be over as soon as the weather starts to warm up, probably the beginning or middle of spring. And I can still direct sow some of the cool plants. Now, the cool plants that I can direct sow are things like lettuce, mustard, radishes, scallions, and spinach. So those I can still put outside in a pot and direct sow them and maybe harvest them in early spring. I also have a few cool plants that I can start in the house now, still transplant out in a month, and also get a harvest. And that would be kale and kohlrabi and lettuce heads. Now, I don't plan to do many cool plants right now. I'm focusing on the summer. I might throw some seeds in for lettuce, and I might do some mustard and radishes. Now, peas also are a cool plant that I can put right out right now, even though it's cold and we may get more frost, but I can put peas out right into the pots and they should germinate and I should have a lovely pea harvest through spring. That's it for the cool plants. But today I'm really focused on my summer. The reason why is because my eggplants and my peppers, I need to get those going so that in April I have nice healthy transplants to put outside. So I have my quadrants here. I have my direct sow summer plants, and then I have my starting in the house and transplanting outside. And let me tell you what those are. I plan to direct sow my cucumbers. And again, they can be put out, the seeds can be put right in the soil, but the temperature of the soil should be about 70 degrees. I can put cucumbers, melons, pumpkins, summer squash, winter squash out. And that's going to probably be later in maybe middle of April when it's starting to get really warm. They will still germinate and they will grow wonderfully. I'm not going to start them in the house because when I do that, they grow so quick and outgrow their little seedling trays so fast that then I have to plant them into bigger pots, and I don't want to do that. So I've been successful just planting those directly outside when the soil temperature is 70 degrees. Beans and cucumbers, I can just throw the seeds right out in the soil in March, the middle of March. And again, they will germinate and do just fine. I don't love planting seeds in the house unless I need to. So again, if you follow along with our channel, you'll find out that Tim and I, we like to do things easy. We love gardening, but we want to make it easy on ourselves. So again, today I'm going to be planting my peppers and my eggplants. I'll be starting those. I will be going out later in the next week or two and putting my peas out in the garden. Then I'll be waiting until sometime in March to put my beans and cucumbers direct sowed outside. Later in April, I'll be doing my pumpkins and squashes out in the garden and my melons. And very quickly, just so I can get one more harvest, I'll be planting some lettuce, baby lettuce, and some mustard and radishes. I already have my carrots going out there and they're doing great. And I also have kale out in the garden right now that's doing really well, and beets. And some of my cool season plants are still out there doing great. So I can get another round of some of the cool plants. And now it's time to start on the summer plants. So while I'm planning, I'm also making a list. I've gone through my seed containers, pulled out seeds. And again, I've got piles of seeds, the seeds that I have that I'm planting, and then seeds that I still need to go purchase. I need to order them online or go find them somewhere. So I'll be taking a trip to the store to get seeds. And so now is the time to start planning what you have, what you need. And that's part of the fun. So here is my seed tray that I've already planted. Eggplant, I planted jalapeno pepper, jalapeno medium, Tajin, banana, and poblano. And now I'm getting ready to plant my Anaheim. So I have these little labels. I think I got them free from a seed when I ordered some seeds. So I'm just taking a permanent marker here. And I'm going to write Anaheim on my seeds, on my little seed name tags. And I'm going to pop them right in here. Let me make sure you can see this. I take just a pen with this little thing. Most of my seeds I'm planting just need to be 1/4 of an inch. So I just make a little hole here. I take out my seeds. The pepper seeds are quite big, so I don't have to worry about tiny seeds. I take and pop in 2 seeds into each little hole, just like this. And then I just press down here. And there you have it. Then I make sure that I log that I planted the Anaheim seeds, and I do keep a spreadsheet on what I'm planting, and this will go into my spreadsheet. And when I plant outside, all of our pots have numbers on them. So I'll be able to put, say the Anaheim will go into pot number 6, and this one will go into pot number 7. So that's how we keep track of what we plant where in our garden. So I put my seed tray here. It's all planted up with eggplants and peppers. And I have this raised. I have the tray raised up so that the seedlings or the seeds are only a couple inches, maybe 2 inches to 3 inches from the light source. This is a wicking tray, so there's water in here that will constantly keep the soil damp. And my in-house temperature right now is 67 degrees, which is why I chose to put the heat mat on so that this stays warm. The summer seeds like to germinate at about 68 or warmer. My house does drop in temperature at night because we turn the heat down. So I decided I needed to add this mat, the heat mat. The lights will stay on. I'm keeping them on 24 hours now. so that when these do germinate, they germinate right to the light, and that will prevent them from getting leggy. So I'm really excited about this, and I'll keep you posted how they do. Good luck on your starting seeds, and thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more of Organic Oasis videos. Thank you.